And here's, this is something, it's me just thinking here, is that I'm a filmmaker and I have a full-time job with another company. But the whole idea of this documentary is to show you what it's like as a 9-to-5er, or a desk jockey, trying to fit it all in, right? And I'm doing this on the side just to, for my filmmaking side, because I had a filmmaking company for 20 years until 2008. And now we're doing this again, but doing it with a whole different spin.
Yeah, they're totally different.
Yeah, where my hours are completely governed by somebody else rather than just myself, which is basically what all of you out there are doing. And I'm going to show you how I'm fitting it in. And Jeff is the beacon of truth to show you how to do it. Now, speaking of the beacon of truth. There are people that are asking a lot of questions as I'm going through this, and a lot of the questions are probably, I would say, they're generated from magazine articles.
I would agree.
Or people that are in the gym giving you bad information.
I would agree.
And there are people that are following us that are wanting more information.
Yes.
So they want the details. They want that little minor thing that's going to like tip the boat for them.
Right.
And it's not there.
Right. We often say those are the people that are, they're missing the dollars to pick up the pennies. And so what we want to do is you want to understand with this, and the question I get from people who are maybe new to the system, they want to take what they're comfortable with already doing and modify what's prescribed in the system as far as the workout, for example. Well, so they'll say, hey, is it all right if I add this, or I take away that, or I do that? Well, you can do whatever you want, but understand the moment you change it, you're no longer doing the system.
Right.
One of my favorite artists once said, he's a singer-songwriter, and they asked him, what is the meaning of that song? And he said, if I could have said it a different way, I would have written a different song.
Right.
And so it's kind of the same thing. If you start changing this, you're no longer doing the system. So the advice is, and Stuart's executing it again, and he did it masterfully the first time, and he will do so again, don't overcomplicate the process. Work the plan, execute it, and understand that you don't need to overcomplicate it. It's very simple based on physiology, and there's this incessant need, and I don't really blame people because they're beat over the head with it. From the time you start looking into fitness or reading magazines, there's this incessant need to make it complicated and to change things all the time. And I'm telling you, until the next 100 million years and we evolve to grow, gills or wings or whatever, we know basic physiology, and the basic human physiology of building muscle and burning fat is pretty unchanged. You know what I'm saying? There are certain triggers we know that are truths.
We can grow wings?
Not yet.
Oh.
That's the next documentary.
Okay, you guys want to know what the plan is? Come here. I'll tell you. The plan is this.
We keep it very simple. Max OT training, all body parts done one time per week. We do a low amount of volume, which means not a lot of sets. We use a heavy weight, and then we do 16 minutes of cardio, and we combine that with our smart nutrition plan. And really all it is those three pieces done repetitively, day after day after day, over a long period of time.
Right, and the diet is just as simple. You wake up in the morning and you have your pre and post workout drink, which is just whey protein and carbohydrate mix, and you do that twice, once before, once after, and then I have chicken and broccoli, and then I have a meal supplement in the middle of the morning, and then at noon I have chicken and broccoli, and then I have a meal supplement in the middle of the afternoon, and then I have chicken and broccoli, and then I have a meal supplement at night, and that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. We have a structure of calories that we do, and we have nutrient timing of carbohydrate selection and timing that we want around our work time, as he said. And if you're sticking with those basic principles and not overcomplicating the process, then it's just a matter of doing that over a long period of time, establishing a starting caloric point, like we've done with you, and then gradually over time adjusting that calories. But here's the interesting thing. The framework of the diet, the framework of the workout do not change. And that is the secret.
Blow it up.